All right, back at you, video blogging from Treasure Island Music Festival, spin.com. We're here with Aesop Rock. Here's Aesop, DJ Wiz, and Rob Sonic right now. You guys are out there. How do you feel the crowd right now?
Man, it was good. We played pretty early, but luckily it was packed in, I think. And we were all tired because we had a show last night, kind of just drove in this morning and got right here. So it was a little bit of a blur, but once we got on stage, it was pretty good, I would say. You know? It was nice.
Aesop's been touring for more than a year, he says. Is this kind of like a home date for you? Is this, do you feel any home field advantage out there coming back to San Francisco?
I hope so. I spent most of my life in New York, and then I just moved here maybe 3 years ago. So, I mean, I'd like to think that maybe people would feel that way about me. And these guys have been out here a bunch since I moved out here too. So,
yeah.
You know, it definitely has a little bit of that feeling. It's like, you know, like it's sort of a welcome back type thing, which is cool. You know, because I get it here and then I get it when I go to New York. So, kind of best of both worlds.
Now, how do you guys feel about playing at a festival like this where most of the fans out here are probably rock and roll fans, you know? I saw you out there kind of making note of that, like asking who even knows your songs. Like, what do you think about the crowd out there?
Oh, yeah, we're kind of used to it at this point.
Right.
I mean, we've been playing kind of festivals that may not be the atypical hip-hop thing for quite some time, so this is, you know, it's nothing new.
Right on.
Yeah, sorry, go ahead.
No.
Yeah, one of you.
Okay, me. We actually have a lot of fans that listen to like various types of music,
right.
And every show we do, basically, I get somebody coming up to me like, "Oh man, like I never even listened to hip hop, and then I heard you guys, and like we're the hip hop that they listen to." So we have a lot of, you know, the traditional regular hip hop fans, but then we also get a lot of rock fans and just like other types of music fans that really, you know, love the production and the lyrics. So. Yeah, man, we have a really varied fan base, which is really cool for us because we don't want to just play for one demographic. We want, you know, to try to reach everybody and hopefully make something everybody can dig.
Right on.
Yeah, I mean, if they like it, let them come, you know what I mean? Like, I don't care what you listen to and what, you know. I was just going to make it, like, I remember, I don't know, in the early 2000s, it was one of the first times I played South by Southwest, and it was like, we were the only rap on the entire festival. It was like primarily a rock festival, and it was just, at first it was like, maybe this works against us, you know, but at this point it kind of we play the rap festivals, but then we do get invited to these sort of rock festivals also, and like I said, we're the only rap act on this 2-day festival, so to a degree, I mean, it kind of helps us because people are like, oh weird, it's something that's not guitar-based rock, and well, let's go check this out, you know, so
yeah.
Even if we have our fans here, but then also there's people that are just checking it out because we are the oddballs on the bill, you know. So.
Do you try to adjust the set at all to that, or like you say, you want to be the one that's contrasting, you want to give them a chance to hear something different?
I think the only adjustment is because it's a festival, we try and do most of the more upbeat stuff. We don't really do the sad songs, you know, we stay away from that. But as far as like a rock or rap crowd, I mean, we kind of just do what we do anyway, you know. It's like, if you're going to like it, you're going to like it, and if you're not, you're not. So.
Right.
Yeah, we don't really try to formulate stuff to please, like, oh, let's make a song for this group of people. We try to just stay true to what we want to do, and hopefully people dig it, which they have been, and yeah, that's pretty much it.
Right on. I mean, I heard you ask the crowd, like, if they're even familiar with the music, if they want to make a request. Did you feel like you had a sense of that?
Yeah, it wasn't quite that. When you said it earlier, I was going to get out.
Okay.
You know, but
correct.
It was just more of just how familiar how long they've been fans of Aces. So you know, there are people there that know, and there are people that don't know. But just to see, test the water to see how far back they go with us.
Right on.
Yeah, it's always weird. It's always a little weird at the festivals too, because it's like, you know, you have people that are here to see one group out of the 30 or so that are playing. So you get on stage and you're like, well, not only are we the hip hop act, but we're the, you know, maybe we're not the group that you came to see on top of that. So, you know, you just got to feel out like, okay, what percentage you guys really want to rock with us, and what percentage you guys are just here to sort of drink, you know. And basically, I don't know, it felt good today, you know. And I usually go into these things really nervous, and then I'm always like, oh, they kind of like us, you know. This is weird. They know the material. Cool. So that same thing happened today. I mean, we had people shouting out a lot of requests, and you know. I mean, it goes by so fast when there's only 40 minutes, so it's just kind of like whether or not they know it it's going to be done with soon.
And you have a long body of work compared with some of the artists who are really new or out here, you know, so it gives people a chance to have looked into it and heard you for years. You said out there you felt like an old man. You said you've been doing it for 10 years. I mean, you really feel that way? It's just playing with the crowd?
I mean, yeah, just playing with the crowd, but it's just interesting to hit the point when you're like, wow, I can do a song that's like a decade old now, and it's kind of like, all right, you know, and then when Wiz drops it, people are like, yeah, you're like, wow, you guys really want to hear this? And then for a second, you're like, whoa, I gotta, you know, when we go to rehearsals and stuff, and like pulling out songs that we haven't done in a long time, and it's just like, gotta go back and relearn the song ourselves before we can even play it. So it's just kind of it's getting to that point now where like our catalogs are getting a little bigger, and it's just interesting to be like, wow, we actually have a sizable number of songs to pick from here. You know, like which ones do you want to do, Rob? Which one should I do? And which ones flow best together? You want to do a couple old, a couple new, and you know, it's just kind of, you know, where I remember years ago when it was just like, let's go do everything we have, and it'll barely fill the time up. You know what I mean? You just go and try and like stretch it out for as long as you can. But now it's like, all right, we actually have something to pick from.
All right, we're out of time. Aesop Rock is heading up to Bend, Oregon next. Check them out there.